Greetings, founders. Welcome to another MTG NerdPhil video. We are doing some Strixhaven Standard as usual on this channel. So if you want to see more stuff like this, putting a bit of a challenge on myself today. Be sure to hit that subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, notification bell, all that good stuff, so that you can see me kind of just do some interesting stuff on the channel. I've been always trying to push myself a little bit. I'm not here to play mono red every day. That's a little bit more for Twitch, which you can check out in the description down below. Catch me live, usually around from 7:30 to 10 PST time, all that good stuff. And thank you all for your support during this time. It's been crazy. Just a lot of life stuff going on, and back from vacation, but we're here to provide some content for you guys. So today we are playing what I call Forgotten Green. So I'm using all the mono green cards that you don't see get used all that often. I think there's still some value to be said. We're gonna see how this team B really does. Again, this is a challenge. Some of you are probably looking at this going like, he doesn't even have questing beast. Again, I'm challenging myself as best as I can, but still making it viable. So let me show you what I'm working with today. So we got Gilded Goose. I feel like Gilded Goose has been pushed to the side with the Elf Sentinel recently. I think the Gilded Goose is still very valuable, especially that you can create food tokens to give yourself some life. Snakeskin Veil for the hexproof. I'm always a big fan of this. I've always pushed for this in a best of one. Dragon's Guard Elite. We are playing instants and sorceries every now and then, just 2 though. So this guy can kind of get out of control really quickly. Heroic Intervention, great card. Does look a little bit silly next to Shadow's Verdict and Extinction Event, but in other cases, it's going to look pretty solid. 3 Lotus Cobras for the ramp. I know this guy has definitely been shoved to the side, but I think there's still some value to be had. Wildborn Preserver. I've always enjoyed this card, but I don't really see that many people use it too often. But it's really good, especially against mono red. They just don't see it coming. Garruk's Harbinger. A lot of great 3-drops in mono green. I actually think Garruk's Harbinger is in a good spot to be in standard because a lot of people are playing black these days. That's just the color to play, I guess, and white. So he's got a lot of value here. The little beast. Old Growth Troll, really solid 4/4 trample and ramp. Again, other 3-drops are used a little bit more frequently, but I think Old Growth Troll is still very good. We got Yorvo, also been pushed to the side a little bit, but still very solid with the counters as well. We got Garruk Unleashed. I love the +1. The trample is fantastic, and I don't use the -2 too often, but the emblem is pretty much game changer. Vivian also been a little pushed to the side recently, but I think she's just great for card selection. We are playing 2 Crackplate Bailoff, and I know he's like just a worse version of Vorinclex, but I don't know. I like the hexproof. I like the hexproof. It's almost like a mini Carnage Tyrant back in the day. I think Carnage Tyrant is still a little bit better with the trample, but hexproof haste still a great combo. And we got Great Henge, which I know is not a forgotten card, but I do need a little bit of help here. And we got some Forest, and I actually forgot to do a couple of things here. So let me put in some lands and then some passages. Just like me to forget these stuff, right? There we go. Now we're looking like a solid deck. So, again, this is like your Team B green deck, but I want to showcase some of the green cards that like people kind of forgot about. Everyone's trying to do like the whole combo thing. Everyone's trying to, rush towards the Great Henge, and nothing wrong with that, but I don't know. I think we can do some cool stuff with this deck. So let's get cracking. Actually, Castle Grainberg is a pretty good combo with Bailoff because it makes it easier to cast. The castle's pretty great. So I think we're playing against. Ooh, I don't know. The audio's a little loud for me. There's a bit of a bug going on. Maybe. I thought I heard like the load-in music. Okay, maybe it was just there for a little bit. Again, Garruk's Harbinger is going to actually be pretty good in this matchup. So, Sultai Yorion. This is a tough matchup. Sultai Yorion is just really, really annoying. But, okay. So, if I want my opponent to use removal spells, I'm going to give him a target. But they play a lot of Heartless Axe. So, you know, at least Yorvo will still be alive. Again, Dragon's Guard Elite is going to be pretty solid if we can draw a Snakeskin Veil or even a Heroic Intervention. Heroic Intervention is going to be a little silly against this matchup because they mostly play Exile stuff, but some of them do play Heartless Axe, Eliminates, and other removal spells that I can't think of off the top of my head. I know Doomblade's not standard legal, but that's like a card I would think of off the top of my head. Looks like they're mana screwed and they're being salty about it, but you know, I don't feel as bad personally because they are playing an Sultai Ultimatum deck, which is basically like it's got a really good track record just because they just ramp to Ultimatum and then they win the game pretty much. And the best way I found out, I'm gonna kind of taunt you here. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Harbinger here. Hexproof from black, again, is going to be really solid in this matchup. So there is the Eliminate. I could play the Gilded Goose. Can't play Shadow's Verdict now, so I'm just gonna go pop for it. I am taunting the opponent because he's mana screwed and probably a little salty, but I don't care because you're playing an ultimatum deck, so you kind of deserve to lose in my opinion, but that's just me, just what I think. Baloth will probably do a good chunk of damage to them as well. So I'm pretty happy about that. I think we can cast him next turn. Yep, this is fantastic. Again, the Rook's Harbinger is in a really solid spot in the meta. I actually think we can. Yep, we just full throttle. Seems pretty solid to me. We'll get the old growth troll, no problem. I like that. You get your land tapped, but that's not going to really help you out that much. And he's missing blue, which is pretty huge. So, yeah, we have double hexproof, pretty much. Yeah, again, Rook's Harbinger, good spot right now. And we beat Sultai Ultimatum. We got middle mana screwed. I'm not upset about that, though. Normally, I would feel a little bad, but when you're playing Sultai Ultimatum, I don't feel that bad. What is it called? Emergent Ultimatum, I believe. Like, Genesis is, like, pretty good, but it's not always, like, 100% like a game ender. Like, I've drawn, like... There was a time where I got 4 lands and a Cultivate, and I was like, that was the worst ultimatum. The opponent's probably jumping for joy. But that's why I don't feel bad playing it, because it's not 100% win guarantee, whereas Emergent Sultai Ultimatum pretty much win. Your best chance of surviving that combo, by the way, is... choosing Vorinclex and then Oran's Epiphany. You're taking 12 to the face for the most part, unless you can maybe trade with Vorinclex, but honestly, if you give them Cura's Binding, that's pretty much a game loss. You know, what do you call it? Cura's Binding with Oran's Epiphany, that's just game over for you, because you basically lose a turn. Oh, I got all my mid drops, which is actually fine. I don't mind a Yorvo. Sure, that's fine. Probably a hard cast. Yep, that's fine with me. I don't mind trading here because I have a Yorvo in hand, so I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of run into it. I've not played against Rakdos aggro in quite some time. I think this is traditional Rakdos aggro, probably with a couple Croxes in here, so... Oh! Well, that's a little unfortunate, but... So I'm gonna go ahead and play Yorvo number 2. Which seems strange, but I'm actually okay with it for the most part. Yeah, we can... Because I think I get Yorvo back. I discard a card. I guess it's a Garruk's Harbinger. I kind of want to keep a Snakeskin Veil. And we got another one, so that was apparently a mistake, but here we are, nonetheless. And I think I get your vote back. Village rights. I really wish I could actually protect my other creatures, but it's not meant to be. Darn. I really thought I could get the Yoro back. Alas, it was not meant to be. Ugh. I don't really like that at all. I'm gonna see if I can bait out a block here. Does he get... He has to sacrifice another creature though, so I'm okay with that. Oh, I have to do another one? Oh, that sucks. Well, I might as well play the Garuk. I should have just gone for it. That was... Oh, the Predator can be pretty good. Yep. I've made a mistake here and it's gonna cost me. So it's unfortunate, but we can at least maybe draw a card off the Harbinger. Man, that Art of Crone War. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and probably scoop here. Yep, I drew a land. So that was unfortunate. The Crone War was pretty good, honestly. Again, this is a B team, so we're gonna... And that Predator was a great addition to Rakdos. Because they basically replaced that Rankle with it, and I think it's a little bit more flexible than Rankle. Rankle is just very aggressive, whereas that card can be both aggressive and defensive, so that was a great addition to that deck. But I'm going to go ahead and keep this. That's a relatively easy keep for me. I have a turn 2 play. Fabled Passage. Gets rid of land. Let's see if we can cinch in one or two more victories here. Again, this is really challenging ourselves, and you know, I'm happy to do that. Oh, this is nice card stuff. Okay. Looks like we're playing against a Winota deck. No surprise there. That's like a very typical run into the meta thing that happens. I'm probably gonna trade just because the more you can eliminate the threats, the better. I do suspect a Skyclave Apparition in hand, and that's gonna be a little rough, but okay. This makes Wildborn Preserver a lot better. I do like this play as well. And we have a Snakeskin Veil in hand. I do need to draw a land for my hand to start being a little bit more relevant. I really hope he plays a Bone Crusher Giant. That would be fantastic. I would be ecstatic if he did that. Because then he just gets a complete blowout. So he's thinking about it. He wants to do it. Ha ha ha! You fool! You fool! This is why you play Snakeskin Veil. Okay, did not... I'm gonna get aggressive. I didn't draw a land. That's so... Always when you need it the most, it just doesn't happen, right? That's just how it is. You know, that's just the way it works sometimes. Don't freak out, honestly. The randomizer is truly random. I know there are suspicions. Even I have my suspicions, but it is true nonetheless. Okay, so here's the thing. If I cast it, it'll be 5 mana, so it costs 4. Still not quite worth it. This could work. I'm gonna keep being aggressive while I can. He wants to chump block. That's actually a really good sign. Okay. Why did you do that? Are you just doing it just cause? That was super interesting. Okay. If I draw a land, I could play Vivian, which will be huge. Oh, There's the Elite Spellbinder, of course. I probably lose the Great Henge or Vivian. I'd imagine it's the Great Henge, because there's just a lot of card advantage out of that. But if I draw a land... Oh, he actually got rid of the Garruk. He might have forgotten the value. Okay, we take the damage here. Yes. That was huge. That was very huge.
I call, and Ikoria answers.
I actually just attack with the 2-1. So this is interesting because Winota is not a huge threat right now. Well, now she kind of is, but we're still in a very reasonable position, I would say. He might have forgotten that guy has range. I don't think he did, but maybe. Okay, he did not forget. So I actually do want to launch the Great Henge here. I want to continue just being really annoying.
Beauty lies in variation.
I'm going to get aggressive here. And the reason for that is if I can get rid of his non-humans, we're in a good position. The moment he can trigger Winota even twice, it's kind of game. So I have to kind of just be a little annoying and be threatening as much as I can. Okay, I also have a way to do that. But we got rid of a non-human, which in my book is pretty good. So here comes the Winota, most likely. It's actually the Blade Historian. That's actually a little rough. He's going for my face. Okay, I'll gladly block that. I don't mind that at all. Okay, drew a land here. Continue just pumping creatures. Okay.
Every day is a new.
Give this guy trample for sure.
Dare you to stop this?
Yep, 8 trample sounds good to me. Okay, I think we're doing pretty good. That is the Winota. Only gets 1 trigger, so we're not in trouble quite yet. We can block the 10 flyer. That's pretty good. I think we're still in a good position. Okay. Okay, so if I block this guy, who else is attacking Garruk here? No, he's not attacking. And do I care about Vivian? Nope.
Oh, you're quivering.
I'm just trying to see if I can kind of just close out the game here.
We will adapt to it.
I think I win. I think he miscalculated the trample. Oof, we beat Winota. Oh man, that's a good feeling. Beating a Winota with a Team B deck. That's a good feeling. That is a solid good feeling. Whew! Got a little mana screwed in the beginning. Does he deserve that? A little bit. Plays Winota. And he really miscalculated. Let's get in for one more game here. I don't feel bad that he miscalculated. And I know I probably could have let Garuk take a little bit more damage, but it's always good to play it safe. You just never really know what might happen. And you definitely want to pay attention to the lines. Because if you, like, missee that, that could really cost you. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this. Turn 1, Gilded Goose. Maybe turn 2, Garuk's Harbinger. Or turn 3, Garuk Unleashed. I think it's worth it to... Oh, mono red. Yawn. How boring. I don't really care about mono red, honestly. Depending what he does, I may even just end up taking the damage. Doesn't even go for it. This is wonderful news. So, Expert from Black, not going to be super useful in this instance, but Garuk's Harbinger is a solid card in general, so I'll take it. Probably as a Bone Crusher Giant. Oh, throw a possibility. I did not see that coming for mono red. Maybe this is a different version that I'm not aware of. Probably an Annex here. Another Relic Charger. Okay. Okay, lots of stuff is happening. Another Harbinger. So here's the thing. If I attack with a Harbinger, it probably dies. I'm okay with that, to be quite honest. I don't want him getting close to Embercleave. Oh, well. I'm gonna lose the Gilded Goose, which is fine. He's already done his job. And then we're just gonna play our other stuff. This feels pretty good. I wiped out their entire board, and we have a Garuk Unleashed in hand. I don't know. I feel like we've got the upper hand here, right? Could be wrong, but it feels pretty good. Okay, let's get rid of lands, because we don't need any more of that at this point. If he has a land in Embercleave, we get blown out like crazy.
You're in the wrong neck of the woods, pal.
But we have another Garuk in hand, so kind of okay with this. Sure, that's fine. Still get blown out pretty... Okay. Okay, so +1 you. Doing get in for some damage. Alright, feels pretty good. We have food as well, so that's pretty important. Robber of the Rich is here. Okay. Still nothing too unreasonable happening. Oh, it's an Embercleave, isn't it? Oh wait, no it's not. Why do you do that? Okay, I'm gonna make another food token here.
I like animals better than people.
I'm gonna get in for some damage. Seems pretty good to me. I feel like we're in a good position, no? I could be wrong, it feels like I'm in a good position. Even if my draws are a little bit duddy. Oh, I should have made more food stuff. Oh well. Now let's get in for maximum trample.
Dare you to stop this.
Sure, take 5 damage.
Well, hunt's over.
So that was actually fine because we have another one, and we just make another beast here.
Back off. I've got fun friends.
So we're doing pretty good, I would say. Looks like he drew the Embercleave, perhaps? Not that it matters. Okay. Let's do some blocking. And honestly, I don't think I need the Lotus Cobra. Okay, I did see that coming a mile away. Okay, so what I want to do and then he becomes a 6, so he still dies? So not quite worth it, right? And then he loses? We beat Mono Red too. Alright, so we beat a good chunk of the meta decks with the Team B deck, so I don't know, I think Mono Green is still in a good place. Garruk's Harbinger is still doing some work. Garruk Unleashed, still fantastic. Yeah, there's a lot of good Mono Green cards that kind of been forgotten, but I haven't quite forgotten about them, and neither should you. So, yeah, that's all we have for today. Again, if you're still here, you watched the whole thing, click those buttons down below. Subscribe, like, notification bell, all that good stuff. Catch me live on Twitch as well, description down below. I just want to say thank you all for your support. We're on our way to 300 subscribers. Been in this game for quite some time now, and I'm really hoping to just provide more content for you guys as much as I can. So I want to say thank you all for your support. So right now, up top, YouTube is showing a view of my video, my most recent upload, and right below that is a video that YouTube thinks you specifically like. So go ahead, check those videos out. It helps with the algorithm, all that good stuff. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you for the next NerdPhil.